Hello, grade 6. Welcome back to Nelson Math, Chapter 2, Section 3, Comparing and Ordering Numbers. This is what an inequality sign is. It's a sign to indicate that one quantity or number is greater than or less than another. So right here, 5 is greater than 2, 12,000 is less than 13,000. We always read it from left to right. This sign, you may have learned in a younger grade, might be an alligator's mouth and it wants the greater number of fish. So 5, the fish would be 5 fish here and 2 fish here. The alligator wants to eat the greater number of fish. So the mouth opens up this way. In this case here, the alligator wants to eat 13,000 fish as opposed to 12,000 fish. So you open up the mouth this way. But when you read it, you always read from left to right, which is why we say 5 is greater than 2 and 12,000 is less than 13,000. It may help to write the symbol first between the two numbers and then to read it out. Today we're also going to be using a number line, a standard number line, which you can make yourself in your standard everyday grid notebooks. We're going to be ordering and comparing and then putting on the number line these numbers from attendance in the WNBA. So I have here the different weeks labeled 1 through 6. I have here a standard number line. I've only been able to label, however, because of space constraints, every 10,000. So this little hash mark would be 80,000, this one's 90,000, and so on down the line. This hash mark right in the middle would be 85,000, 90,000, 95,000, and so on down the line. I didn't label it, of course, because of constraints. So here we see, let's look at week number 1. Week number 1 was 160,279. In this case, because the hundreds, tens, and ones is not labeled, I don't have to look at that specifically. I have enough information with the 160,000. So I'm going to move my week 1 to 160,000. However, it is slightly to the right of the 160,000 on the number line because the 279 indicates it's more than 160,000. So this is 160,000. This is 165,000. So our 160,279 would be about there, slightly to the right of the 160,000. Our second week, 89,631. So we're going to take our second week. Here is 90,000 right there, but this number is slightly less than 90,000. So it belongs about right there, just to the left of 90,000. Week 3 is 116,981. So we can find the number closest on our number line. Here is 110,000. Here is 120,000. So right in the middle is 115,000. So our 116,981 would be just to the right of 115,000. So we can bring this over here, and now we can make some fine adjustment. We can see that this 116,981 is just to the left of, slightly less than, 117,000. So if this is 115,000, we have to label here 116,000, 117,000, 118,000, 119,000. So this would be slightly about there. So if this is 115,000, where the pointer is right now, 117,000 would be right about there, and 116,981 would be slightly to the left of that. Let's go to our fourth week, 111,000. If we know this is 110,000, this is 115,000, then approximately 111,000 would be about right there. So slightly more than 111,000 but definitely closer to 110,000 instead of 115,000. Week number 5 is approximately 123,000. So we could take that and bring it over to this area here. This would be 125,000, but we're not quite there. This is 123,000, but we're not there either. We would be approximately right there. And we would put it here because it's slightly more than 123. It's not right in the middle either, because that would be 122,500. We are slightly to the right of that. And our last one for week 6, 125,000, slightly more than 125,000, which places it about right there. That's 125,000. We know we're more than that. And this is where our labels would be. So if we were to order these numbers specifically from least to greatest, first would be week 2, 89,631. Then is week 4, 111,304. Then week 3, 116,981. Then week 5, 123,126. Then week 6, 125,202. And then week 1, 160,279 in order from least to greatest. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.